This is a card trick that I learned when I was about 8 or 9 years old. Okay, it's really entertaining, and I showed this to my mother-in-law whenever I first met her, and she said that I was a witch. So it looks very nice whenever you're doing it for a large group of people or just a single person. Okay, here we go. It comes with a story also, so just in case there's any kids watching, I'm just going to kind of keep the story nice and clean. You adults can just kind of use your imagination and put your story together if you wanted to do this for someone that you're like at a party or something. Okay? There were once 4 apartments. Okay? Each of these apartments had queens. And whenever the king was not home, Steve Jack came over. And then one day the king came home early and caught the Jack at his house. He was very upset, and they started to fight, and the police had to be called. Okay. And I'm going to show you guys how to do this trick. You wouldn't normally wait this long between the next steps, but I wanted you guys to see, because I know it's hard to tell what's what whenever you're looking at it on camera. Okay, so they've started fighting. Okay, and they fought, and they fought, and they fought. Okay, until they all decided to go their separate ways. Okay, you're looking. This is the part that really trips people out. Remember, I'm going to show you guys how to do this trick. It's really easy to do. Watching. I know it's really hard to see, but my hands aren't doing any tricks or anything. Let me see. So what I did was laid out all the cards, put them in the story, got them all mixed up, shuffled them 3 times, and pulled them right off the top, just like that. Okay. You should really try this. If you've got a deck of cards, I'm telling you, get this out. If you don't have a deck of cards, save this video, like it, and I'm going to tell you how to do it. This is really fun at parties, or if you just want to really trip somebody out. Okay, look at the top row, all diamonds. Second row, all clubs. Third row, all hearts. And the last row, all spades. Okay. And I know you weren't able to see both of my hands when I was moving these, but just trust me on this. Keep watching. It's not going to hurt you. Try it. And you're going to really like this trick, and I'm sure you're going to use it. You'll be carrying around a deck of cards in your pocket all the time. I don't know the name of this trick, but it's really neat. Okay, now you guys hold on, don't go anywhere because I'm going to show you how to do it, okay? Okay, the most important part of doing this card trick correctly is to set your cards up right before you even get started. Okay, so what I've done is I put my 2s, queens, jacks, kings, and aces lying down on the table. Make sure they're all there, and I put them in order. I got the spades. I got the spades, the hearts, the clubs, and the diamonds. And I've got them in row. Got the same suits in row for all the other ones too. Okay. You don't have to put them in the same suits like this. You can do it really quick, but if you want it to come out like I performed it, then you would need to do this. This is the absolute must. And it's really important that you guys know that sometimes they don't always come out in order as far as the suits, but they always come out in order of as far as putting all the 2s, the jacks, the queens, and the kings and aces together. But sometimes the heart comes up where the spade's supposed to come up or whatnot. Okay, so this is first step. Okay, and if you're following along, if you're doing this card trick during the video, you can push pause right about now and then get all this situated. Okay? Okay, after you get all your cards in order, you remember that the 2s come out first. This represents your apartment. Okay, then the queen, the lady of the house, will come out next. Your jack will come out after that one. Then your king, and then your ace. Okay, so what we're going to do is just put our deck together. Since the aces are the last ones to come out, we're going to put them on the bottom. Okay, and we're just keeping them in order, flipping them over. Just gather them up, flip them over. Okay. Now you got your deck, just the way you put them. Now, you're going to tell your story. These are your apartments. All you're doing is just pulling off the top. These are your queens. Okay, now your jacks. Okay. Now your kings. Just like that guy. All you're doing is just pulling off top. No tricks. Just pull them off the top. And aces. Okay, and once you've got your story laid out, and you got your cards laid out for the first round, you're just going to gather them up and flip them over. Okay, just gather them up, flip them over, just put them on top, and gather them up. Okay, now you get your deck here, and this is the time that we need to cut the cards. So, you tell whoever you're doing this card trick for them to cut the cards, and it makes it a lot more interesting. So, anywhere in the deck, when you just do a simple cut, grab off the top, put to the side, grab the bottom, and put it on top. Do the same thing. You do this 3 times, and 3 times only. No more, no less. 3 times. Okay, and then you start laying out cards. Now sometimes, remember, these suits don't always match, but sometimes you get lucky and get to have a really amazing card trick, you see? That's okay. But your actual cards will always come out the same. Your queens and your jacks. This will be a king, that one will be an ace, and that one will be a 2. There's your king. All you're doing is just pulling off the top. No swapping the cards. No illusions. Just move those out of the way. You know what I mean? Just don't bet money that you can get the suits to match up. But there we go. All your twos, all your aces. There's your kings, your jacks, and your queens. Okay. Very nice. And you should, if you think that I did something to these cards, you don't. Just grab your cards and follow along. Okay?